G'day guys, welcome to the next installment of Bundy with V-Man. I've been offline for a little bit, but now I'm back on all cylinders charging, and what better way to come back than with someone I've spent a fair bit of time with here in New Zealand, got a lot of respect for. He's the one and only skydiving mad dog from NZ, LeeRoy Brown. G'day mate, how you going?
Not too bad, V-Man.
Good. Welcome to Bundy with V-Man.
Pleasure to be here, mate.
Thanks mate, let me sort you out a bevoir. Here's one I prepared earlier. Cheers mate, welcome. There you go. So, let's start out, Lee. Where are you from and how old are you?
Well man, I'm from New Zealand. Grew up in Christchurch, I'm 35 years old.
Cool, awesome. And what sport do you do?
I jump out of airplanes, brother. So, you know, we call that skydiving. And I actually do the main discipline that I like the most is canopy piloting.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm flying really small, really fast parachutes at high speeds towards the ground and then across courses set out on water.
Okay.
About 120 k's an hour across the ground in the water, it's pretty cool.
We're running it, gunning it. You know you can't kill the power. Killing it, killing it. You know you can't kill the power. You keep on running but you just can't hide. Kill the power.
And how long you been doing that for?
Competing, man, I've been doing that for 4.5 years. I guess like swooping in general. I mean, been skydiving 14 years, so I've been swooping 10 years, bro. Yeah.
So what made you start getting into skydiving when you were younger? What gave you the bug?
I just went and did a tandem, man. I needed to feel what it was like to fly, I guess. Just saw it on TV when I was a kid and wanted to do it ever since then, to be quite honest. If I'm honest with you. Yeah, then I bloody turned 19, came down a bit of money and was like, I want to go jump out of a plane. So I went with this chick up in Tauranga, that's up in the North Island. And yeah dude, I just loved it. Yeah.
And obviously in that 14 years, where has it taken you?
Oh bro, all over the planet, eh? Yeah, so I guess I started here in New Zealand, went down to a couple of the factories down in the Queenstown area, and then dude, just wanted to chase the sport a bit more, so I'll travel on.
Okay.
Been all around England and Europe, America, South America, parts of African islands, all over the world, bros. We've been Aussie.
Fuck, doing the sport you love.
Yeah, doing the sport I love, man.
Awesome, mate. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's great.
We will surrender. No, we're not give up. No, we won't give up. We will surrender. We won't give up. No, we're not give up. No, we're not gonna give up. No, we won't give up. You keep on running, but you just can't hide. Kill the power. You keep on running, but you know you can't hide. Kill the power. We're running it, gunning it. You know you can't kill the power. Killing it, killing it. You know you can't kill the power.
So besides your travels and everything like that, do you work full time or what do you do? Do you train full time? What's your regime? What do you get up to?
I guess, man, I've been working the whole time, been travelling. So I was travelling around the world, living in tents, living in caravans, you know, packing for food. So I guess different ways that you can make money in the sport. Like you start off as a packer, you pack in the parachutes, work your way up, you can be a cameraman. And then after that you get your instructor ratings, you start throwing tandems out, and tandems are when someone's on the front of your big man. Chuck them out so they get a bit of a roller coaster ride and intro to skydiving. And then, you know, ultimately like become an actual skydiving instructor and teaching people to fly. Yeah, right awesome. From jump 1 to jump thousands, yeah bro. Yeah, so
okay, so tell us a little bit more about swooping. You know, that's your main discipline. Like, describe it to us. Like, because obviously skydiving, a lot of people assess, you know, picture we're just falling out of a plane and opening up a canopy. What is swooping about? Like, that's your drive, obviously, which is what you've said. What is it?
canopy piloting, man, is basically all kinds of how to control a parachute. So when we think about it, we're trying to do turns, and through the turn, we're flying the parachute rather than here, we're diving it at the ground, straight vertically at the ground, bro. I do a 630 degree turn, so we're slowly building up that speed. We're trying to generate as much speed as we can to come across the course as fast as possible. Okay, so we got distance, speed, and zone accuracy. So the power rounds, man, which are my favourite, distance and speed. Okay, so we're actually trying to get our parachute to fly as fast as possibly can. Now, the thing about canopy piloting, it's not all about can you get the parachute to go fast. It's about can you actually fly the parachute in the right place in the first place to be able to make your turn and into the course at the right point. Yeah. So there's a bit more to it than just doing a turn. We've got to read the winds. We've got to read the winds on the water, the winds up in the sky. You know, I mean, there are some places we've been to competitions, B-man, and we got 3 different winds from the time you open your parachute to the time, till the time you get to the ground. So yeah, it's a bit technical. And then once you work that part out, then getting the most power out of the turn.
And it obviously gets dangerous at times though too.
Well, it's a dangerous thing. I mean, you dive in the parachute when you're in the dive straight at the ground, like we are up at free fall speed, so around 200 kilometers an hour. So I mean, you know, there's a natural time that the parachute takes to recover. Yeah. So we don't want to be making that turn a bit too low, because turn a bit too low, it doesn't have time to recover. Can't put in inputs to get it to recover. Bam, son. Bam.
Killing it. You know you can't kill the power. You keep on running but you just can't hide. Kill the power. You keep on running but you know you can't hide. Can't kill the power.
That just happened.
We're getting flattened. Yeah. So yeah, it can be dangerous. You know, it is actually one of the most dangerous parts of skydiving, to be honest. People aren't killing themselves up in the air, man, but you know, hitting the ground at 150 kilometers an hour, people are getting hurt sometimes. So it is one of the darker sides of the sport.
All right, are there any other hobbies you get into? Obviously skydiving is your main drive. Is there anything else you do after hours, you know what I mean?
Other than drink Bundy with B-man?
That's it, other than that?
I don't know, I'm quite into a bit of surfing, grew up surfing in my time. Yeah, don't mind paddling out, catching a wave or two. I just actually recently bought myself a 9-foot Mal.
Oh really?
Yeah,
no shit.
pretty bloody stoked.
Awesome,
actually,
it's
so
good condition, everything's alright?
yeah, it actually looked bloody mint.
Yeah, awesome.
Got a good deal, so I'm quite looking forward to doing some of that.
Must have bought it from a Mad Count, that's sick.
Yeah, Mad Dog,
Mad
for
Dog.
sure.
Yeah,
Thrusters for life.
Yeah, damn.
Yeah, so a bit of surfing, man. I grew up with surfing and snowboarding. You know, I can't say that I go up the mountain too much anymore. I mean, everybody goes up the mountain these days, so you just come back with a broken wrist or a femur, snaps in half. And you know, I mean, I'm off to the World Games, bro. So
World Games, shit.
yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, the World Games are like the Olympics for our sports. You know, it's for the sports that haven't yet made it to the Olympics, but it's top level of sports. Yeah.
Okay.
So trying to go and break myself doing other activities isn't really in my game plan. I'm just trying to, you know, just hang out a bit, watch movies, have a beer or two with my mates, barbecues. You know, really actually it's a safer place than to sit on the couch and just go out trying to do other extreme things and then not end up representing my country and waving that silver fern.
Fuck yeah, good stuff, man. That's awesome. Alright, so now, enough with the serious shit. We're going to move on to some fucking bit more chilled out, relaxed stuff with LeeRoy.
Resident evil attack, zombie take over, boy watch your back. Infected, disease unprotected, sound catch a lick so everybody dress back. Good verse evil, evil verse worse, worse verse terrible, worse verse curse.
So, first one up, mate, is tell us one of your weirdest, craziest stories from your travels. So you've said you've gone overseas, you've said you've travelled NZ, you've doing the sport you love. What's one craziest story from your travels? Everything's on the table here. No one's going to judge you.
I seem to have this thing when I've had a few too many Bundy's with B-Man. Or Bundy's with anybody, to be honest. So, you know, sometimes might get a little bit cray-cray on the beersies.
Okay, is there any one particular story you want to tell my viewers at home, or the boys here today, that, you know, you want to share with us?
Well, I just seem to have this thing, B-Man, where I just, you know, once I've gone to sleep, sound as my mates may or may not find me walking around pissing on their shit.
So you're a sleep urinator?
I'm a sleep urinator.
Fucking damn right. That's awesome.
Rewind selector, gunshot a lick. Idiot sound boy suck my dick. Drop them, roll on, goodbye so long. Ain't no killing what cannot be killed. Underground you're gonna stay long. That's the way cemetery gets feel. Oh, 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 oh. No retreat and no surrender. Oh, oh, oh. Flash them all with the heavy wrestler. We're running it, gunning it. You know you can't kill the power. Spilling it, killing it. You know you can't kill the power. You keep on running but you just can't hide.
So next question, does LeeRoy like to party?
LeeRoy likes to party sometimes, man. All in time and a place. You know, at the end of the day, I'm running a drop zone. I'm competing for my country, so you know we can't be partying every day, bros. But sure, why not? Yeah, especially once we've gone over to Aussie and won your Australian medals there. That's my favourite time to party.
All right, congratulations.
Cheer, brother. Cheer.
All right. So next one. What did you want to be as a kid?
Actually, what I wanted to be was a jet plane pilot.
All right, so Piers.
Pretty much Piers, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's do cool Piers.
Yeah. Pilot's called Piers.
Pilot's called Piers. He likes to fly planes. So when I was a kid, I had models of planes, build models of planes. All I wanted to do was be in the Air Force and fly jet fighters. So I guess I went to even the Air Force cadets, you know, walking around.
Absolutely, sir. Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Marches,
Did all
all the
that.
rest of it.
And then I guess once I turned about 15, actually I needed glasses. And it turned out actually like if you need glasses, you're out. You can't fly jet planes. So kind of lost my dream.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you found another dream.
Found a better dream, brother. Found a better dream.
Do you like chicken?
Love chicken.
Love chicken.
Love it.
Any style of chicken?
Quite like chicken breasts.
Cool.
Yeah. That thing for breasts.
Love breasts.
Yeah.
Hey, dog. Alright. Alright, so last two serious questions. In regards to your sport and what you're pushing, you know, you've mentioned the World Games. What are your short-term goals with what you're trying to do?
With my swimming?
With your swimming?
Well, I guess just recently, man, I was at the World Championships and, you know, been doing it now 4.5 years and, you know, let's not them and try to say that they're best in the world yet, but now I'm starting to play with the big dogs. I'm starting to go and chase those big dogs and make them have to actually work for their positions. So, I mean, you know, what's my next goals? World Games top 10, top 5, anything better than that, cherry on top. Aussie Nationals next year in March. I mean, my actual goal for there is, I mean, I've won a lot of medals there, a few Aussies, and I want to win outright. So I want to win the Australian Canopy Nationals completely. Yeah. Then we've got World Cup obviously in Dubai next year in November. So again, like top 10 or up there on the podium is kind of my goal really. I mean, ultimate goal, man, is I want to be world champion.
Right. So that was going to be my next question. What's your long-term goal?
World champion, brother.
World champion.
Yeah. That's it, mate.
And do you think you're on target?
Oh, we're getting there, brother. Getting there. Definitely on target, man.
That's it.
Yeah.
Last question. Yeah, who's hungry? Last question. For any of the youngsters watching out there, any of the old guys, have you got any messages for them or comments about chasing their dreams, chasing their goals? You know, yeah, anything like that you want to mention? You know, that someone watching might go, hey, fuck yeah, man, that's.
You know what, dude? I've actually got a thing for that. Actually, that I tell quite a lot of people. Right? Now, are you the first rabbit or the second rabbit? You want to know what it is?
Tell me.
Righto, brother. I'm going to dangle the carrot in front of your rabbit face.
Right.
Now, the first rabbit, he's the one that just tries to get the carrot out. Second rabbit, just grab that carrot. Nom nom nom. You're the first rabbit or the second rabbit, dude. Dream big, boys. Dream big, girls. If you want it, you got it. Hashtag action now. Get shit done, do it.
That's it.
Oh, you're gonna stay long. That's the way cemetery gets feel. Oh, 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 oh. No retreat and no surrender. Oh, oh, oh. Flash them all with the heavyweight style. We're running it, gunning it. You know you can't kill the power. Feeling it, killing it. You know you can't kill the power. You keep on running but you just can't hide. Kill the power. You keep on running but you know you can't hide. Can't kill the power.
Drums, beat the drums, son. Drums, beat the drums. Drums, beat the drums, son. Drums, beat the drums. Drums, beat the drums, son. Drums, beat the drums. Drums, beat the drums, son. Drums, beat the
We will surrender.
Well, LeeRoy Brown, thank you so much for your time, mate. Appreciate it coming on
man.
Bundy with V-Man. Guys, check out SDK Skydiving Kiwis in New Zealand, Ashburton. Make sure you get your asses down there, get your ass on a plane, jump out with the best crew, fucking drop zone on the planet. You get to meet LeeRoy, number 5 in the world at the moment, canopy piloting. Thanks a lot, guys. We'll catch
brother.
you on the next one, guys. Yeeeew!
Kill the power. We're running it, gunning it. You know you can't kill the power. Feeling it, killing it. You know you can't kill
Yeah, happy days, man. SDK all day.
the power.